Hey, welcome back, friends and neighbors, to a very, very cold damn day on the range. We got rid of the weather, but whoo, that north wind that came in behind it. It is cold out here, folks. Let me tell you something. This ain't gonna take long. When I say cold, I mean colder than a well digger's ass in the Klondike. And that's cold, baby. Colder than a witch's you-know-what in a brass bra. Colder than, it's so cold, it can freeze the balls off a brass monkey. Now, before you go thinking that's about primate genitalia, look it up. It's an old artillery term. All right, we're going head to head again on them 10 mil autos. Got the Kimber, got the Ronin out here. Got some different ammo this time. We're going to spin that camera angle around, get it on the targets. We're going to see what kind of results we get off of this. God, it's cold. So without much further ado, let's get to it. The first ammunition we're going to fire is the 180 grain FMJs, and that's the 1150 feet per second load that I'm running. So that should be about 120 feet per second faster than that crappy ass small primer stuff I was shooting. Let's see how they do. We'll shoot the Kimber first, the Ronin second. Going to put a full magazine on each target. See how it goes. Stand by. All right. 180 grain FMJ, published velocity 1150 by the book. Kimber, how do you like these? Stand by. We are 25 feet off the target. All right, full mag, no malfunctions. Let's try that Ronin. All right, folks, you'll notice on both targets, firing these first magazines for film, you'll see we already got some holes. That was basically just a check function. Now we're going to see how they do. This is the Kimber, 180 grains, 1150 feet per second. All right, 8 rounds, no stoppages, no malfunctions. Slide is locked completely to the rear. Let's see how that Ronin does on her target. Stand by. All right, the Ronin seems to be holding its own accuracy wise from an offhand position. Really a little bit smaller. These groups, this magazine full was fired off camera because I guess when I panned the camera around I hit the power button, but that ain't bad at all. In fact, it's just about even up with the Ronin and the Kimber. We'll take a couple of stills of that. All right, screw all this bullseye target bullshit. It's too cold to play with this. We've got a good idea of what kind of groups we're getting. And I actually think the Ronin did a little bit, just a little bit, better than the Kimber. Now we're going for that steel plate. Going to run a magazine full, checking for function. Hail Mary, full of grace. Grease or Grace or something, I don't know. Alright, let's see how they do. The Kimber's up first. Shooting the Winchester, 180 grain, FMJ, published velocity, 1250. No malfunctions, liking that. Alright. Time to shine, Ronin. Time to put up or shut up, girl. See how we do. You like those? Stand by. Damn, it's cold. Alrighty. This time, both these guns are showing good function now. They're showing that because we got ammunition that's actually loaded up to specifications that match the damn spring weight. So now, I've decided to skip over that one load that's 75 feet per second faster than the one we just shot. We're going straight to the test load, 155 grain XTPs, and that's accurate arms number 7, 14.8 grains, and these puppies ought to be smoking, because I am too damn cold to play out here all day. Stand by. Get out of here, cows. Go on, go the other way. Get out of here, cows. Go on, go the other way. You better run. I don't need you in my filming right now. Woo! Alright. You ready, girl? Let's see how you do. See if you like these loads as much as you like everything else. Woo! Damn, it's hot. Oh, tell you what. I can feel them. I ain't had a bullet yet. Did you fail to feed? Fail to extract? Or were you not closed? Huh? You were closed. Just had a shitty primer, I guess. Jesus. Boy, when it gets cold, things go to shit. Man. There we go. Good enough. Stand by. Alrighty. I'm pretty sure I know what happened. This is the round that was a dud round. You'll see there's not really a good primer strike on it at all. There's a small indentation and it's off center. This is a fired case of the string firing before it because I used only the same brass, this S&B brass. Notice how that primer is extremely flat. This is one that was fired 2 rounds before it. I thought I felt a little bit of gas or something come out of the gun, but that's a blown primer. Now, stand by, I'll show you a picture of why I got a misfire or light strikes. Stand by. Alright. When you get a blown primer or heavy primer flow, you can get material back there in the firing pin hole. And so, yeah, you're going to get a light strike because, yeah. See how it's blocked up with that primer material? You might set one off, you might not. But one thing's for sure, until I get that hole cleared, this weapon's out of action. That is not the weapon's fault. Like I said, this was a test load, and by the book, it says it'll work. But I think I'm going to back that off by about, I don't know, another 10-15%. Because, yeah, you don't need that happening when you need that weapon the most. So stand by. Okay. Don't you just love it when the plan goes to shit after the third magazine? It is cold. Did I say that? And, man, things just go foobar when it's cold for me. I don't know what it is. As to that ammunition, that test load, yeah, a little hot. What occurred was, probably on the second round, maybe the third, I'll have to review the footage with audio, we had a primer blow. And when that happened, it blew primer debris into the hole firing pin comes through. Now, you'll notice I cleared the stoppage and it continued to fire, and I'll show you a picture of this, the primers of the cases that were fired and ejected, you can't hardly tell there was a strike on the primer. There's really no dent to speak of. You can see impact area on it, but really not a good defined dent. Then I showed you the picture of the debris still in the hole, and yeah, I went ahead and slammed the slide forward and pulled the trigger. Hammer fell, it knocked some of it out, but there's still some in there, so I'm going to have to clear that when I get home. So yeah, like I was saying about reloading data, you need more than one book. That load was under the absolute max for that powder with that bullet. But obviously, yeah, don't use that. And I ain't ever gonna try it. I might reduce it by half a grain, see how that works. But when it comes to shooting in that area where you're just a few tenths below maximum for the book, you better test it. If you don't, you're going to get a rude surprise at a point in time when you really don't want to receive that rude surprise. All right, well, it's cold. I've got my brass picked up. I'm ready to go home and play a little bit and get in the much warmer environment. So I'm glad you guys came out, and let me give you my thoughts. You know, with the exception of that test load, that Ronin ran fairly well. There were a couple of times when pistols had stoppages because I had those damn gloves on my hands and I was getting up under that slide lock. There's a little dingage up there on the bottom of the slide where I actually had it pushed up when it fired, so it locked the way it was supposed to. That was me. Shooting with gloves is different. You can't feel everything. So you got to watch out for that. And as we look at the targets, we see that they both run about the same kind of accuracy. In fact, I think the Ronin got just a little edge on the Kimber that time. I'll have to look at the pictures and find out, but I really think that's what happened. I'll measure those targets and we'll know for sure. And I'll give you a little update on that. So for now, we're out of action on one gun, and that's really all the ammo I want to shoot out here in the cold. And so I think I'll go ahead and head for the house. I'm glad you folks came out. I'm happy you got to see me, and I'm happy I got to see you. And here real soon, I'll be seeing you somewhere downrange. And until that time, here's a little teaser for you. This is going to be fun. I keep hearing those cases hit the windshield, and I think I got a bullet bouncing back. They wouldn't be, but man, this thing's too fun. Let me tell you something. This bad boy is fun. Let's shoot the rest of them. What do you say? Happiness is a warm HK. See you guys later. Sometime pretty soon. Y'all be careful. Have a great new year. I'll be seeing you just about a day or so after, I'm pretty sure. Bye.